I'm a wife and a mother, and my family is my everything. The thought of not being there for them, of leaving my children without a mother, was unbearable. I wanted to be strong for them, to show them that we could get through this together, but inside I was terrified. I didn't know how to navigate this new reality, and I felt like I was losing control of my life. Treatment began almost immediately. Chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery were all part of the plan to try and beat this disease. Each treatment came with its own set of challenges and side effects. I lost my hair, my energy, and sometimes my will to keep fighting. There were days when the pain and exhaustion were so overwhelming that I didn't think I could go on. But through it all, I tried to hold on to hope. I reminded myself that I had so much to live for, that I needed to be there for my family. My husband and children were my biggest supporters. They gave me strength when I felt weak, and they reminded me why I needed to keep fighting. Their love and encouragement were my lifeline. I also found strength in the stories of other cancer survivors. I read about people who had beaten the odds, who had faced similar battles and come out the other side. Their stories gave me hope and reminded me that I wasn't alone. I joined a support group for cancer patients, and sharing my experiences with others who understood what I was going through was incredibly therapeutic. Despite the support and the moments of hope, there were still times when I felt desperate and afraid. The uncertainty of it all was the hardest part. I didn't know if the treatments would work, if I would ever be cancer-free, or if I would be able to see my children grow up. The fear of the unknown was paralyzing at times, and I struggled to stay positive. One of the toughest moments came when I had to explain my illness to my children. They were scared and confused, and I didn't have all the answers for them. I tried to be honest, but also reassuring. I wanted them to know that I was fighting with everything I had, and that we would get through this together. But seeing the fear in their eyes broke my heart. There were days when the limitations imposed by my illness were painfully clear. One morning, my daughter looked up at me with sad eyes and asked, "Mom, why can't you take me to school like you used to?" Her words cut deep, and my heart ached with the guilt of not being able to be the mother I wanted to be. I couldn't bring myself to explain the real reason. How could I tell her that my body was too weak from the treatments, that some days even getting out of bed felt like climbing a mountain? Instead, I hugged her tightly and told her that I was doing my best to get better so that I could take her to school again soon. As the months went by, I learned to take things one day at a time. I focused on the small victories, the days when I had the energy to play with my kids, the moments when I could laugh with my husband, the times when I felt a glimmer of hope. I tried to cherish those moments and hold on to them during the tougher times. Now, I'm in a place of uncertainty. The treatments have helped, but the journey is far from over. I'm still fighting, still hoping, and still trying to find a way to live with the fear and uncertainty that cancer brings. I want to be there for my family, to see my children grow up, and to share all the moments that make life so beautiful. But there are days when I don't know if I have the strength to keep going.